Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Ethiopians, fellow Ethiopians, and friends of Ethiopia, wherever you are. Today, I would like to present to you one of the high-profile Ethiopians here in the United States. Is Professor Solomon Bililin. I came across his profile while looking for names of kind of very popular Ethiopians living in the diaspora, those who can inspire the young people and the Youth and Education Support Service Ethiopia in the YESS-Ethiopia platform. So I came across the profile of Professor uh, Solomon. It's really very inspiring. He's a professor of physics, and I didn't know about him. I don't know why. Most of us, like, we should have known these high-profile Ethiopians because, as you know, a lot of people in the especially the young people in Ethiopia, they are looking for ways to be motivated, inspired, and they are looking for ways to kind of like make their role models and people to follow, people to look forward to. And I was always looking for like who is the right person for people from different walks of life. Uh, so I think like Professor Solomon can be a very good person to start with because as you see from this picture, he have been a winner for the award given by President Obama for high achieving and inspiring uh, academicians and like instructors in United States. To just, I'm trying to show you profile of Dr. Professor Solomon. Uh, Dr. Solomon is a professor of physics at the North Carolina State University. He has been at NCA-NT since 1993. He did his undergraduate and MSc work in physics at Addis Ababa University, Ethiopia, PhD at the University of Iowa, and a 2-year postdoctoral research fellowship at the University of Utah, Department of Chemistry. He has done research at several national laboratories, including Oak Ridge National Lab, Los Alamos National Lab. He's also, his area of specialization includes um, experimental and theoretical atomic, molecular and optical physics and chemical physics. His current research is focused on use of laser-based spectroscopic techniques for atmospheric applications. He served as physics department chair from 2001 to 2006 and developed several new courses, degree programs, concentrations in geophysics, and a BSc program in atmospheric science and meteorology. He received over 20 million USD grants that include very competitive and prestigious awards like NSF Career, NSF Peer, NSF MRI. In 2005, he led a team of 31 scientists and engineers in 8 institutions to win a 12.5 million award from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to establish the NOAA Asset Center, where he is a director. He also had several appointments, both nationally and internationally, in 200 to 2001 in his NIST GILA visiting fellow in Boulder, Colorado, 2000-2001, and 2003, a visiting professor at Marseille, at the University of Marseille in France, an adjunct professor at Addis Ababa University, Ethiopia since 2009. In 2001, 2003, and 2017 to 2018, he was named Outstanding Senior Researcher for NC-ANT. He received the Teaching Excellence Award for his college in 2006, 2015, and 2018. In 2010, he is named as the University of Iowa College of Liberal Arts Alumni Fellow and is a recipient of Presidential Award for Excellence in Science, Mathematics, Engineering, mentoring in 2011. In 2012, he received the Indisciplinary Team Award for NCANT. So for more information, you can also go through his LinkedIn profile. It's really inspiring. And I couldn't find a better person to uh, bring to your attention. As you know, at Youth and Education Support Service Ethiopia, as Ethiopia, one of our missions is like to bring profiles of high achieving Ethiopians so that the young people can learn from their experiences. So I think Professor Solomon is the right person from whom the young Ethiopians can learn. So as you see from this picture, he is greeting President Obama during the award. I think this is in the White House. It says this picture is taken in the White House. So yeah, please, now my message to young Ethiopians, those of you in different parts of Ethiopia, especially those who just graduated, maybe you are unemployed now, maybe you are not feeling very confident about what you can do, like your potentials and the like. We fully understand all these problems. Trust me, where if you keep focused, if you keep trying your best, if you keep learning from others, thanks to technology, nowadays you can get a lot of information from the internet. So I really encourage you to keep going, not to give up. And we at YessEthiopia, Youth and Education Support Service Ethiopia, will continue to bring to your attention people like Professor Solomon and others. This is one of our objectives, as you know. Uh, Let me kind of show you one of the major objectives of YessEthiopia is like to profile and to bring to the attention of the community about the major um, like high achieving Ethiopians so that the young people can learn from them, promote Ethiopian values, culture, and yeah, personalities. So we have about 8 objectives, and one of these 8 objectives is focusing on indigenous Ethiopian values, culture, and personalities. So I think we'll continue doing this. We'll continue bringing people to your attention. So those of you in our platforms, those of you who have the opportunity to see these videos, please let us know those like inspiring Ethiopians whose profile can be like a learning point for the young people, for emerging scholars, for those who didn't kind of see kind of encouraging things in their career because of different reasons. So we can use the profiles of these high profile Ethiopians to inspire them and to motivate them. So yeah, I also like to bring to your attention a very brief introduction about what is YessEthiopia, what we do, and why it's important to kind of bring these uh, kind of stories to the young people's attention. So let me fix this thing. I'm trying to share my screen. Where is the PowerPoint? Yes. So yeah, as you know, Using Education Support Service Ethiopia, or YessEthiopia, is a non-profit organization which was started to tackle the problem of unemployment of young people in Ethiopia. It's not only unemployment, even for those who are already on work, to get them motivated, to keep them going, and to inspire them so that they do their best to help the country and the society and the world at large by investing their God-given potentials and by using the available technologies. So I'll briefly include why YessEthiopia has started and what did we do so far? What are the challenges we face? What do we want to do in the future? And we also would like to share acknowledgements. So YessEthiopia Youth and Education Support Service Ethiopia, which is going to be Youth and Education Support Service Global. And I now, after I came to United States for this leadership study, this is one of my biggest motivations is to find ways so that we can make this program kind of sustainable. We are thinking to have an investment wing, not only charity. We also would like to document ways to make investment and ways to create jobs, ways to make money and ways to pay very good salaries for the nice people we have in our forum. We already have a lot of young people, very brilliant people, and we need to have a very strong investment programs in YESS-Ethiopia. So the Youth and Education Support Service Ethiopia, Ethiopia ወጣቶችና ትምህርት ድጋፍ አገልግሎት in Amharic. This is like um, the Amharic name. Could also see the Ethiopian alphabets here for those of you who don't read Amharic who are not Ethiopians. So why YESS-Ethiopia? A lot of people ask me, what is YESS-Ethiopia? Why did you start it? What do you want to achieve? So the biggest motivation for us to start YESS-Ethiopia is the high unemployment of university graduates. As you know, I've been a staff member at Hawassa University. Myself, I've been a teacher for more than 10 years. But I was really closely monitoring what's going on in relation to employment of university graduates. But this problem is really not being given due attention. Starting from myself, the instructor, the universities, I know universities do on it, but I don't think we did enough. I don't think all instructors did enough. I don't think the job market and the government also did enough. See, there are a lot of ways that we can give career and job opportunities for the young people. The minimum is to give them like free service chances and give them half salaries, or at least cover their daily expenses and then makes them busy, makes them grow, makes them learn, and makes them motivated, and gives them a lot of motivational videos and motivational programs, experience sharing programs. But unfortunately, these programs are very, very limited. While we have all these very nice, very high profile seniors from country and abroad. Thanks to technology nowadays, you cannot say I don't live in Ethiopia. I'm actually in Ethiopia. I'm in the United States, but still I'm in Ethiopia. You see, I'm engaging with a lot of young people. So thanks to the minds that made this internet technology, geographical distance is no more an excuse. It's no more a problem. Because even if I live in Ethiopia, even if I'm in Hawassa, I still work through technologies, through mobile phone, internet, to engage with the Ethiopian young people in different parts of the country. So unemployment and education quality issues, these are the major reasons why we start this. And this is one of my inspirations. I got the biggest inspiration. This was the time when I was coming to United States. I was reading this book, like, because this is a very long flight. And then I was thinking, how come, like, what should I do? Usually I don't sleep when I fly. I don't know, I have a very big problem sleeping during flight. So this is a long flight, more than 15, 16 hours. So what should I do? Then I have to get a book to read. And these YA students work for C students and B students work for government. This book, wow, my goodness, these are like, it did really made me think again and again. This book was, I thought this book was written for me. Like, yeah, I mean, my financial skills and my financial understanding, my investment thinking related issues was the poorest, very bad. But honestly speaking, I was not that very bad in other things. Like, I was not a very poor student. I always did my best. But why do I struggle financially? Why I don't hire people? Why don't I own an industry? You see, this is the biggest question I started asking myself after I read this book. Why? There is no enough reason. The only reason is that I didn't try. I did settle for only having one salary. You see, I was not like taught to be financially conscious. So this book for me was like one very big course. I would say I was like attending a training while flying from Addis Ababa to Chicago. So yeah, this guy is the author of Rich Dad and Poor Dad. I really recommend this book. So this was like one of the reasons. Then I said, okay, where can I start a job? What can I do differently? Then I said, I should be a different teacher. I should be a university instructor that have a very big investment, who is still well connected with the young people, and then who really works to address the biggest problems of the country in relation to unemployment and education quality. So uh, I took this. This is my own data. I did this survey online. I did try to combine profiles of unemployed university graduates in Ethiopia. There were about 364 who answered to this survey, online survey. As you see, out of 100, 31% are technology and engineering students, 24% are health and other health students, 12% were medicine graduates, about 10% were agriculture, 8% social science, others 15%. You can already notice why we have a lot of technology graduates. You remember the education policy we had in Ethiopia before some years? We invested a lot on technology graduates. 70% of the graduates should be technology. Now you see the job market is already saturated. We have a lot of technology unemployed graduates. And this is the time for our education system to pause and ask and revise. Maybe like change some of the curriculums, because the job market look like it's a bit saturated there. If we don't do very creatively, we saw a lot of technology graduates unemployed coming. Health science graduates, we have a lot of them, and we need to see. And it's from all walks of life. Social science, it look like they are not that very unemployed. It has to do with the supply. And I also tried to see how is the distribution of job vacancies in Ethiopia. This is a one-day sample, and out of one, I think, like for a given day, about 67% of the jobs vacancies are only in Addis Ababa, the capital city. Out of Addis Ababa, there were only 33%. This is based on Ethio Jobs database. And I was shocked. Oh my goodness. What about these young people in different parts of Ethiopia? How can they get job? Who should hire them? This is really creating a lot of stress on Addis Ababa. A lot of young people should come to Addis Ababa. It's minimizing the quality of life in Addis. It's also creating problem in rural and other regional towns and district and zonal towns. So there are some very basic problems in Ethiopian job market in making jobs available for the young people wherever they are. So our investment needs to really follow the profiles of these unemployed youth and also where they are located and where the vacancies are. So this is our national registration certification. So YESS-Ethiopia is a legally registered non-profit organization, and we are registered at federal level by the civil society agency. And the founders of the organization, myself and my two brothers, always whenever you start something, you need to first make sure that you use your maximum resources at hand. Like you need to utilize the resources you have at hand. And I did look back to my home, and then I have these very brilliant young people, Tai and Wagani, who are really ready to go. So we started this mission together. These are board members and our board members. These are people who monitor quality of what we do. These are people from my high school and people whom we trust, people whom we used to like want to be like them. Like these three guys, these are hydrology and hydraulics engineers from Arba Minch University, and engineer Ndalkacho, Daraje, Haile, and Fakadu Fatana. And these are from my high school, and these are really very popular guys in RC Rovedida High School. So, like, we used to work together in supporting our high school in RC Robe. Then that was the time when I was in Denmark, and then we kept like engaging, and then we developed trust, and they're really happy and encouraging me to start this YESS-Ethiopia. My brother-in-law, Ayala, and I use brother, very close friend, Gatenet, and Tade's sister, Musrak, and we also have other board members. Sisai, Alamayo Nuguses, brother-in-law, and also we have Tigist from Addis Ababa, my relative. So what are the major aims of YESS-Ethiopia? First thing is youth empowerment, so employability and business trainings, life skill training, scholarship and further study, volunteer activities. This kind of trainings that we have been given for the young people since we start. And also education quality related missions, like supporting students directly while they are studying, supporting teachers, recognizing teachers. We did one a very big enough event in RC Robedida High School for our biology teacher, Teacher Shawamara, very nice teacher. And now he's retired. And yeah, we wanted to say thank you for his restless and really committed service. He gave us a very nice education. So we also support school facilities. These are really our basic missions. So our objectives are like we support schools, students, teachers. We support graduates to get job. We support youth to start their own businesses, and we inspire the youth through different experience sharing. That's why today I share profile of Professor Solomon. It's a way motivate them to get some inspirations and ways to motivate them to go like higher and higher. We also have a mission to support creativity among young people, young children, and facilitate within country scholarship. This is what is missing in Ethiopia. Whenever we mention scholarship for a lot of Ethiopians, it means leaving the country and going abroad. But because there is no within country scholarship, so we are going to start. We already started. We are trying different ways, and hopefully we're gonna make it bigger. And part of the reasons I'm showing you this one is also asking your support to work with me, because I have a lot of young people asking for like support with education facilities and different things they need to grow. Some of them are from very poor family background, but with really brilliant academic potential. So we also support young and students in the community service for them to serve the community, to do volunteer activities, especially in orphanage centers, elderly centers, and in taking care of the environment, our natural resources, our tourist attraction sites. We already started doing this in Hawassa. Thanks to God, after I started YESS-Ethiopia, I came to know that in Hawassa we have 7 orphanage centers that have more than 345 orphan children. Some of them are available for domestic adoption, and some of them are being supported there. And yeah, we also want to support schools to have water and sanitation facilities, and building school and education facilities. This is one of our missions to support education quality. And the 9 is like promote Ethiopian values, resources, and personalities. This is like, this is one of the ways. Like when I came to Lincoln, Nebraska, I didn't know that Professor Garramo Haile, the former dean of Hawassa University College of Agriculture, he used to live here, and yeah, like, but in Hawassa University now we have a very big hall named after his name, but we don't know. A lot of young people don't know who is Garramo Haile. What about the other Ethiopians? Like there are a lot of Ethiopians like Queen Fura in Sidama, or wherever you go, you find a lot of high-profile personalities like Ababa Chikobana, or like Biniam, the founder of Macedonia, Haile Gebrselassie, or Ababa Bikila, or Gabisa Ajeta, the researcher in sorghum sector, all these values and natural attractions. For example, in Hawassa, we have, in Lake Hawassa, we have hippos, a lot of hippos, but there are many young people who didn't go and visit them. Like, so we need to promote and conserve our natural resources, and we need to bring this to the attention of the young people, also support each other. And what are our values? One of our values is proactiveness. We don't really wait to be told. Like, we take responsibility, we take action, we do our best, we learn from our progress. So we really are self-starters and we care for each other. We work in a team and we believe in shared growth and effective networking. And we're ready to learn from others, take gradual steps. We don't think of shortcuts. We're okay going slowly as far as we are keeping going, and we don't slow down when we have opportunities, but we are not as such in a hurry. Rather, we are really taking due attention about what we are doing. We pick the maximum value for people first, and we try to use the internet because this give us a very big opportunity. As I said, now I'm in United States, but I'm in Ethiopia. I'm in Ethiopia. I can be in US. I can be everywhere because of the technology. I don't have to travel. If I have to make a meeting, I can make a meeting like inviting people from all over the world. That's what we need. Don't have to go everywhere. It's very expensive. It's not practical. But we could do a lot of nice missions. And we did prove this through YESS-Ethiopia. And yeah, we make active promotion and networking. We use education as weapon for positive change. So we have strategic terms, training and career support, promotion and documentation, capacity building, revenue generation, and volunteer missions. But our biggest weakness, we didn't do any revenue generation. But right now, we are working on a business plan. We are going to start a very big, ambitious project that is like going to be made public. We are going to ask people to join our venture. We are going to start shared business, very engaging and like not very expensive project, but something which is really of minimum risk and that can engage the local population in Ethiopia, the young people. So we are going to mix education, agriculture, and also agriculture production, marketing, and international trade. So yeah, it's very ambitious, but we are not afraid to make big ambitions. We are okay to try and fail. So please get ready to work with us. And yeah, before Ethiopia, for example, we had a volunteer group at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark. I remember we used to collect used books and send to 4 Ethiopian universities, to Hawassa, Walaita, Wachamo, and Mizan Tepi. This is one of our biggest success stories. Also, we use social media and the diaspora networks to fundraise to ship these books by Ethiopian Airlines. And also, we used to support orphanage centers like Mary Joy Elderly Center, kind of trying to help high schools and supporting those in need. So we started legally just before Corona, I think during COVID, May 27, 2020. And yeah, our services are like employability skills training, life skill and leadership trainings, business development and idea pitching, volunteer missions, supporting needy youth and families in service capacity building, investment as way to strengthen our capacity. This is what's coming up. Exchange programs and forums. Like now, I'm going to invite also Professor Solomon. I already sent him an email. Most likely he will reply, and then we are going to have like a way for him to engage with the young people. I know he's very busy. A lot of people, these high profile people are very busy. We know, but we really need to steal their time, need to distract them, and then bring them close to the young people. Further study related support, mentorship, and internship opportunities with different organizations. So what we did learn so far from YESS-Ethiopia and our volunteer activities is that most of us are underutilized. Trust me, a lot of us have a lot of capacities, have a lot of potential, but we didn't use it, especially our time. The biggest resource, that's every minute, every hour, it is decreasing because we are going to leave this world. A new generation should come in, but we need to use our time effectively. Myself, I did waste a lot of my time. Trust me, a lot of time have been wasted. But I know it's not only me, there are a lot of people, Ethiopia, US, different countries, who are wasting their time or engaged in conflicts and like it's not only young people, this can be national leaders, this can be politicians, this can be business people who are doing bad things rather than doing good, who are wasting their time, you know. So we need to really take advantage and try to improve, minimize the amount of time we're wasting by focusing on something good for all of us. And the other thing I notice is that for most Ethiopians, we are not well connected. I really, even after I come to here, University of Nebraska, Lincoln, I have seen a lot of missions ongoing, for example, Indian community meeting on other international meetings. But Ethiopians, I know we are not there. Like, but there are many Ethiopians. We know the politics is the biggest pain. It's the biggest elephant in the room. It's keeping us away from each other. We are afraid to engage. We are not ready to offend each other. But I think every country have their own problems, and we Ethiopians also need to find a way to work out and then well connected and help each other. So the opportunities are amazing. There are a lot of opportunities. We say there are 360-degree opportunities. Wherever you go in Ethiopia, even here in the United States, there are a lot of ways to make difference. So the only challenge we see is that non-profit is not valued. People have a wrong perception about non-profit. It's some people think it's a waste of time. Of course, it's not valued by financial sectors. That's why we are coming by an investment opportunity. It's one of the reasons why I came to United States. That's why I'm joining this leadership degree. And I have a big plan. Hopefully, with the help of God, with the help of all these nice people, we are going to make it happen. So the internet technology is one of the biggest resources that we have to use. In Ethiopia, I think the internet have been used majorly for a negative end. Usually politicians using it to divide the people, to make people fight with each other. But there are very nice people also who use it. For example, Ishatu Mallasa recently, as you know, he did fundraise more than 1.5 million in one night. See, this is one of the very big potentials. He used the internet technology. That's how it did happen. It's 1.5 million just by one young Ethiopian, Ishatu Dankityu. This guy, he made a very nice, visible, very visible impact, and he showed to us how far we can go. Now you can see like some of our pictures and success stories. This is Malda, a former staff member from Hawassa University. She used to be my student, then my colleague. And thanks to Martha and her colleagues from Minnesota, they sent used like computers to Ethiopia, and then we award Malda because she's a top scorer, very brilliant, young. Now she's in Italy for her masters. These are the books we award for young people. These are our award programs for high achieving male and female students. This is during March 8th. Usually, sometimes people make mistake only by awarding females during March 8th, but this is both male and female. This is our own shared holiday. It's a shared day. March 8th doesn't mean only women. It means both of us together, our mothers, our sisters, you see, our children. So we as YESS-Ethiopia, we celebrate March 8th, male and female together, and they love it. Everybody was happy. So that's like, and this is one of our success stories, Kabada, who lost both his hands because of an explosive that cut both his hands. And Kabada is using an artificial hand. Both of his hands are artificial. And he got this computer award also from Martha and her friends from Minnesota. These are book award ceremony in Hawassa and Mishanguracha area. All this nice. And this is our free lunch cooking stove during COVID pandemic. Like we were, as you know, there was a lockdown. People couldn't go and get food. So we were just launched as a non-profit. What should we do? This is COVID. Then we started tackling COVID by giving free lunch. This was where we cook the food and then give like lunch packs. I remember this was one of the very inspiring and nice moments we had at YESS-Ethiopia. And this is also what this is like cooking oil, pasta, and all basic necessities. we have been giving to the people in the city of Hawassa by GoFundMe fundraising online, and kind of like we're doing our best to help the poorest who were really suffering from shortage of food during the COVID pandemic. And this is like the financial donation we gave to support the event, to say thank you to teacher Shawamare in Arsirobe Dida High School. He was my high school biology teacher, as I said earlier. This is the award we gave to top students in our high school, where our board members and myself studied. So these are our fellow young people coming from behind. Now, these guys are already in the university now. I know they already started. I think this girl, she's now in Aroma University. So yeah, it's like this is award ceremony attendance in Dida High School. Look at the number of students attending here. This is what we would like to see, like this kind of happy faces, eager young people, the future leaders of Ethiopia. And of course, this is also COVID support. This was in Mekele. There was a very brilliant civil engineer. Her name is Fana, and my friend Mulukan. I hope Mule will meet again. Fana and all those brilliant young people. I really would like to hear from you. I hope you guys are safe and everything is okay. Your families are okay. So this was like what Fana was unemployed, even if she finished their degree in civil engineering. So she saw about YESS-Ethiopia on social media, and she said, Katu, I would like to work with you. I'm unemployed. And then we told her, whenever someone is coming to YESS-Ethiopia, what we tell them is just find ways how can you help people around you can help you. Then I think we sent her about 1,000 birr, and then she made it 15,000. She went around and knocked doors of people and said, give me money. I want to give to the poor people. And they gave her, and she did buy this food to give to the poor during COVID pandemic. And we get this orange flesh sweet potato from SIP, International Potato Center, Hawassa office. And we were like unloading from the truck, coming from the field, and then we gave this to the poor people in Hawassa. This was also during COVID. This is my brother Taye, one of the founders, distributing potato, going to distribute potato, making YESS-Ethiopia promotion in the town. And yeah, this is Kabada at work. His employment was one of our big success, thanks to the owner of the consulting company in Addis Ababa. Kabada is employed, and he's really now highly paid, and he's really happy. And we really thank you, Dereje, the owner of DAB Consultancy, because Kabada was struggling because of his hands, because he don't have, like he used artificial hands. People were not ready to hire him, but his GPA was brilliant. He have first degree 3.84, and also master 3.7, 3.8, and he have excellent thesis result. He published these papers, but this guy was not employed. Thanks to God, now he's employed because of YESS-Ethiopia and the support we get from job. And here, Sister Ainalem, the owner of Betiseb Orphanage, she's working with Johan and the partners from Empower Ethiopia in United States and Let's Change Ethiopia in Belgium. So she have 97. She have 97 orphans, and she's one of the people that inspires me. And Hannah Hailu, our emerging young leader from Hawassa University Business College. Now she's really one of the emerging, like inspiring young people. And we are going to invite her this coming year to come to Canada. I think that's Baltimore, to attend the International Leadership Association conference. I already started making that connection. And Tasfu, my colleague from Hawassa University Food Science Department, a very energetic, friendly friend of mine. And this is the hall of Garremo Haile, the one behind us. And she made a motivational speech. She came to our college and she made those young people in YESS-Ethiopia forum. And she told them the ups and downs of making something good. Like if you want to do something good, then you need to shoulder some pain. Life is not just about looking at the fruits. There are some difficult ways we have to go. And this is as orphanage, where we celebrated the Easter celebration with the orphans. There are 97 orphans here, and we put money together, and then it was really very nice to see the young people, the children there being happy, celebrating Easter. And this is another orphanage in Bishanguracha, Hawassa, between Hawassa and Shashamande, just before you cross the river to Hawassa. That's the town of Bishanguracha. There is a guy called Israel. We have uh, like Al orphanage. We have about 9 children, really supporting them from his own income. And we were there to give him this, like because the children are 2 weeks old and they don't have enough food, so we buy them milk formula and all these warm clothes. Yeah, and this is a school very close to the airport. This school. It's not a school actually. It's a house which our finance head from agriculture, brother Alamayo Mulalam, he gave them like a way. He hired a girl there to teach the children, and I was there also to meet them. It was really inspiring, but see how much one person can do. Even if these children have no place to go to study, he facilitated a way, and he hired one tutor, and then he was teaching them like alphabets and the like. And yeah, and here this is from my primary school in Narcisero, where I attended my primary school. We were awarding students there to motivate them, and the director of the school, Kabada, he's my own classmate. We studied together. Now he's director there. Girma is also brother of Adela, and Musrak is also like uh, one of the school very experienced teachers there. And they're giving these awards for the books purchased from YESS-Ethiopia. Yeah, this is teacher Ashawamara, the one I was talking about. He is he did really like do a lot of his best to teach at Dida, and he retired there. But we said thank you, like this was a thank you event hosted in Dida High School, and our teachers Amara Muluna, Masfin, and all the others here. So yeah, this is youth training during Corona pandemic in Awasa, College of Agriculture, Awasa University. Very nice people. I really, really miss all these brilliant guys. This is all what we buy. And this is a milk donation from uh, like Jojo Milk Factory in Irgalem Industry Park. The owner was really very nice guy. When he heard about these young people in Awasa, especially those children in the orphanage, he donated all this milk. There's a lot of milk. Like this is more than uh, like 2 trucks of milk have been given to us. This was during Easter time. So we are really grateful. And this is the Ethiopian Nutrition Leaders Network. Our youth members like Robel from Walaita Sodo University there. And all these are my own students now. Hannah Ndala now she is in Germany already for her masters. And yeah, all these beautiful students. Most of them are from our School of Nutrition. So that's how we support using all the available opportunities. These are the children in in Betasab orphanage. All these children, they are they grow now. They are going to university. They are going to grade 12 and the like. I remember talking to Nabiyu, this guy. He was the first child who was there as orphanage, and all the others come after him. Now he's in grade 12, I think, and he's a very good guy, very disciplined. Thanks to Sister Ainalem, Johan, and all the others who work with him, including Lisa and all those from Empire Ethiopia, Ethiopians, non-Ethiopians, Robel. So these guys, Hannah, very brilliant, very dedicated youth from Hawassa. This is Deborah, who just got employed now by Hiot Amare at Nutrition for Development and Education. And here we have Gage Getahun. He's a civil engineer, very nice guy also who's there to support. He's Sofanit, my own student there, was really like motivating. And all these young people were helping each other. So we're as orphanage, and we're also as the EBS television. And I was there to present about YESS-Ethiopia, and Kabada was there with me to tell a witness of his own experiences, how much development, I mean, the unemployment challenged him. Kabada really did struggle to get a job. Now is one of the happy and model youth for us. And yeah, and this is for Ethiopian Medical Students Association, Hawassa branch. So Adunya Getahun, now the member of the Ethiopian Medical Association. He really was one of the active members from medical school. Where he attended our life skills training, and I was giving him a certificate and orienting the leaders of leadership of the Medical Students Association in Hawassa University Referral Hospital. So I really miss all these brilliant young people who are aspiring to support as a country out of all the problems. This is the school I just told you about, which was built by Alamayo Mulualam, our finance manager in College of Agriculture. This is his house. He is building a house just close to the airport, Hawassa Airport. And this is a girl who was employed. She is teaching them. Like she's unemployed. She don't have job. So it's job opportunity for her. This education for these children. And Alamayo did buy even uniforms for all these children. Look, they have uniform clothes, and then this place now. This was during our second visit. So initially, I think this was. Let me go back just to show you. This was the place where I first visited. It was just starting to be built, and now after a while, it's at this stage. So I'm very sure we'll find one day we'll support also these children. And this is an orphanage in Hawassa called Robot Orphanage. They have about 30 very young children. Most of them were found abandoned by their mothers and fathers. So thanks to Father Addisu, is giving them a shelter, temporary shelter, and finding them domestic adoption. And here, our volunteer from law school, she is Lemlem, is one of a very brilliant emerging young youth that I came to know through this YESS-Ethiopia mission. Really, I have a lot of, and this is one of the unemployed guys whom we supported. He's from Gojam, Deborah Marcos area. I think now he's in Hawassa. He got job in the industry park. A really very dedicated guy. He's in agricultural economics background. His GPA is 3.8. He's really brilliant. Please, if you need anyone with this field of study, please contact me. And these guys, here we have Mamani. He was really struggling to get job. She was really in a problem. And this is the Solomon. He is also from housing. Tigray. During this conflict, he couldn't go home. So we supported him. Now he gets job in Haile Resort, and he's one of the happy guys. And this is also Kabada from Midwife School, Hawassa University. Yeah, we support him. He was really in a financially needy situation. He gets job. Now he graduated, and I think he's looking for a job. We used to support him during his study. And this is Shumat. He's the one who started making a shoe shine in Addis Ababa after graduation, thanks to RIDE transport service. Now he's working in Addis, and he sent us a very nice thank you note. And this is a girl who got an exchange opportunity to go to Istanbul. She gets support from someone on among my LinkedIn contacts, and she said, "Thank you for Ethiopia." And these are the guys in Hawassa who are starting their own businesses in relation to making animal feed for dairy cows, and they are really among the very good Guys, I think they already get award at national level, 245,000 for their business idea, and they're going to start now. This is Ion, a gold medalist from geology department, Dilla University. We are very happy. She was unemployed, but now she have a job and she's very happy. And now she's going to study her master's program. And YessEthiopia, Addis Ababa team, blood donation. Ermi and Dilau, it's really very brilliant to use that. I really love the most. These are really very brilliant, creative, and self-starters. Very sure. Ermi and its seminars, now they are working together. And Danite's also finishing her study. This guy, I forgot his name because of the face mask. I couldn't recognize who he is. And I was giving them like a certificate for their dedication and leadership. This was in Hilton, Addis Ababa. Yeah, this is also certificate for data analysis training. This was given by Dr. Taddasa Fikre and Dr. Barakat Kindo. Barakat is in the United States, Taddasa is in Asa University. So YESS-Ethiopia facilitated this training for university staffs and the graduate students in Ethiopia. And this was really a very nice mission. This is Shumat, the one I just told you about, who used to do shoe shining, and now he's really one of the happy guys in Addis Ababa. And this is also Bada. He's also looking for a job. He's very smart. He didn't have parents really. I wish I help him. This guy, he didn't get job. I think, please, he's a food science graduate, very top grade, and he is not having support from his parents. I think he lost one of his parents, his dad, and he really needs our support. And yeah, this is like the skill training certificate I used to give them. And this is for our first cohort. And this is a certificate of recognition of my training as Ethiopian Nutrition Leaders Network. So I'm also a trainer there. And this is our training with the young people. And also sub-regional office in Adama. We have a branch office now in Adama. And yeah, we also made a very big conference where we invited comedian Ishatu, business innovator Kibret Ababa, the owner of Tabuta Ambulance in Ethiopia, the only ambulance service available in the country. And he's now starting a very big mission to save lives of people using helicopters and air transport and drone technology. I really wish him success, Kibret, Tabuta Ambulance owner. This was the event in Awasa, and the organizers, very nice guys here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I really miss them. I already miss them. This is a team from Jimma University who won the business idea competition, and they were working on drone technology. Now, yeah, these all are really these are really, really, really brilliant guys. They're just, I don't know, they are just amazing. They are led with this brilliant Bontu Abtamu and Aman, Ashanafi, Raul, and Haila Mikael. These are really the amazing guys from Jimma University. Yeah, and this guy is the tallest in South Ethiopia or all across Ethiopia. And he was also there just for making our ceremony fun and attractive. Yeah, this is the team from YESS-Ethiopia Hawassa office. Bakalu and Hanna, the very brilliant guys. All these guys, oh my goodness, I really miss you, my friends there. Yeah, yeah, and here we go now. I was also at the Redha University. Shambal is our focal person there. I was in Adama, and here Barak Abbaina. Abbaina is a very brilliant trainer. He's helping us in training. And Gazahin from Adama Science and Technology University. He's really helping in facilitating the session in Adama. I've been in Shinchicho, and I also had a very nice session there. And this is also one of the business that emerged from YESS-Ethiopia trainees. Hannah, is this Johanna? Event planner, owned by Hannah and Bakalu. Very brilliant young people there in Awasa. Yeah, I was also at Oromia University, and I also had the chance to meet Dr. Liat Adesa, State Ministry of Health, and he was really very encouraging. Yeah. This is Brooke, my student in Hawassa University Nutrition Department. He's going to graduate now. I really would like him to get a nice job after he finish. He's really brilliant, very dedicated. He was donating blood. Yeah, this is the innovators of drone from Jimma University on the day of their defense, when they defended their project. Yeah, this is a visit at the Ebenezer Orphanage Center. You already see Radet Kazai here. Now the focal person for law students in East Africa. She's finishing her law degree from Hawassa University. There are a lot of students here, really. Some of them I really just don't remember their names. Hannah here. And oh my goodness. There are a lot of them here. And this is Biniam from Finland. Biniam Amara, my own like a staff member from Hawassa University. Now he lives in Finland, and he was in Hawassa conference, and he made experience sharing with the young people. Here is Hiot from Mary Joy Elderly and Elderly Center in Hanna Hailu. And here is Elias, and this is from the Ebenezer orphanage. This was the forum. It was Kavrat sharing his experience from Tabbata ambulance. And Shai, very brilliant guy from accounting and finance background. Now he's working for the regional audit office. Really one of the very brilliant students I had the chance to train. And this was Deborah when she was looking for a job. Now she's a very happy girl. Yeah. So this is like the end of, usually I end my discussion like this. After watching this, what I've been telling you, so what would you continue doing, start doing, and stop doing? I usually ask this question. Whatever we listen, whatever we attend, whatever we kind of discuss, there are some intention. Always it's all about encouraging some of the activities, start new activities, stop some of the things which are not good for our career and the like. So let's join and work together. Please join YESS-Ethiopia. As I said, an investment opportunity is coming. Really, it's not very expensive. And this is a business that we start from scratch. Myself, I'm going to learn there, leadership, business, and everything. And let's learn together. Let's work together. Yeah. So we also aim to have YESS Academy, YESS Leadership and Youth Training Academy, and YESS Investment Group. So we want to acknowledge Jojo Mill, Kalation Hospital, Dashim Bank, Bret Bank. They're really encouraging us. The Cooperative Bank of Oromia, friends from diaspora and abroad, those who donated to YESS-Ethiopia GoFundMe page, our board members, especially Hawassa University, all the youth volunteers. So yeah, you can join YESS-Ethiopia. We have YessEthiopia.com, our website. This is our logo. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. So the major reason for me that I started this discussion was that it's the idea about Dr. Solomon, the inspirational story of Dr. Solomon. And I'm very sure you all enjoyed what I presented. And I wish you nice time. And yeah, thanks so much.